Libra, welcome. I said with your energy today because I think that your sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever is in the sign of Libra or wherever Libra is in your chart, there's a lot happening right now. And I wanted to see what's underneath and what's the deeper meaning of it, what your place in the world is right now. And I wanted to draw a couple of messages to help you navigate through these turbulent times of change. And so, although I don't draw the cards on camera, I wanted to share them with you because I think there is a beautiful message underneath. And so, allow me to share my screen with you and then to follow me through the ideas that came up with this reading. And never forget, there is an intuition inside of you that tops mine. So whatever is in your mind when you see the cards, when you see the meanings, or when you feel through this reading, that's always the right thing to do, to follow your own perspective and to follow your own intuition through this. So thank you for following me, and thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts on this. Thank you, Libra, for following me here. And as I said in the introduction, I already drew a couple of cards and I wanted to share them with you because I think they are really beautiful and showing what you're meant to do is the wrong word, what you're meant to be in this time of change. And I guess that there is a lot happening right now in your life, wherever Libra is in your chart, because the South Node is there, the solar eclipse was in Libra, so there's a lot of things happening right now. And I don't want to go into astrology because that's a card reading. And first one that I drew was these cards from Goliath deck, and they were the introduction for me to draw more cards, because that's the beautiful card of the shaman and the medicine healer connected to the Empress, and both of them are like mythical creatures that are here to transform and to give birth to something. And the shaman is this beautiful animal with the bird sitting on its third eye and overseeing all that is coming their way, with feathers in their hair and with this piercing look, with these piercing eyes directly directed at us in this moment when we are looking at these pictures. And it's the reminder that you, Libra, are this shaman. You are here to heal the world, and that's the beautiful expression in the Empress. It's about Venus, and it's about love. It's about finding a new perspective on love and a new position. And I always find this Empress card a little weird, because we look into her belly, and that seems like being a little bit of I don't know the word, but it feels weird. And I sat with it and I looked at the imagery to tell me something about the deeper meaning of this. And I feel that this is an amazing image for the Empress, because the white peacock is a rare being. It's a rare animal, and it's an amazingly beautiful animal, because when she shows all her feathers, they are like shining, and that's what this image shows too. She's like shining her light in the outside world. And in her belly there is this tiny bird growing inside of her, and this bird seems to be protected through all of the bones that are around it. And she has a piercing look too. She has piercing eyes too, because she is always aware of her surroundings, and she is like the mother, like the mother that is protecting her child. That's what she does. She is protecting her child in her belly through all of these bones that are around this child. But she is protecting it to the outer world too, because she is aware of what is happening around her. And she is always willing in the next moment to protect herself and her seed that she's carrying inside her womb. And those two cards alone, those both cards here, show your path right now. That's a reminder that you are the one carrying the love inside, carrying the balance, like a Libra is doing. And because all the things that are happening, it's a reminder that there is a balance between the outer world and the inner world. And that's what she is showing. She is showing her feathers in the outer world to show her beauty and her light. And at the same time, she's aware of what is inside of her, what her project, her child, her seed is growing inside of her. And the shaman is the deeper wisdom that comes with our healing power. And there is a deep wisdom in the shaman that experienced a lot of things in the world and experienced itself in the healing capacity. And so I drew the astrology cards here, and Chiron and the second house, and passion showed up. And this continues the story of the healing capacity that is in your Libra placement, wherever that is in your chart. And there is this healing capacity that is a resource for you. And wherever you are in struggle with resources, maybe there is a struggle right now in money resources, and there is a excuse me. I felt the reaction in my throat, and it's nothing is coincidental in a reading. So when this came up, there is something that is in this area of value, of resources, of the second house is the house of digestion, is the house of resources. It's the house of, there is something happening in there, and that may be that there is something right now in your life that is bothering you about it. And there is a healing modality in there, because the second house is connected at the moment to the South Node and to Libra in this reading, right? So this is taking a step back, letting go of the old ideas. And it's a beautiful image here. The apple is pierced by an arrow of that holds light and holds life, because there are blossoms on it. But it's pierced through this arrow. So what is the apple? The apple is the symbol for the sin, and I don't mean sin in a moral way. I mean the sin is in not hitting the target. That was a sin in the original meaning, is not hitting the target, not hitting the point where you wanted to hit. So what is it in your life that you didn't achieve, that you thought you had to achieve? That's the apple that holds the poison for me. And to see the arrow crossing this apple means that we can change our mind about that. That's a belief. What are your beliefs about your resources? What are your beliefs about money? Because on this card there is money. What are your beliefs about money and your ability to have money? And I don't mean to earn money. That's not the same thing. What is your value in, and what is this showing you about your resources and about your ability to have things? And is there this apple that is so shiny and so red? Is there something poisonous about it? Because it's reminding us of fairy tales that contain poisonous apples, and it's crossed by the arrow of life, allowing us to think about it. Is it true? And it's almost in the center of this reading is Chiron and the resources and the wound that wants to be healed about it. And it's a reminder in this time of change, with this eclipse in your first house and Libra in your second, and Venus in your second house. In this moment of time, it is reminding us that it is all about you. It is all about the love you hold inside. It's all about your big change. And in the thought of the second house and the resources, it's all about what do you have to give. And is there something that wants to be given by you that can do different things, that can heal your own wound about your own ability to have value and to own things, to have things, and about your future moving forwards in this knowing that it is about you. It's about your purpose, it's about your values, and it's about your ability to bring this into the world. And not as we did in the past times, not as we did in a perspective where we thought, oh, this is always about us, it's always about the group, and we have to offer to the group. I don't think so. I think it is about your purpose in this life to give yourself, not an egotistical way, but to give yourself what you need to feel valued by yourself. And then to offer this to the outer world. And it's like this apple is pierced by life, by a living arrow, because there are blossoms on this arrow. So it's a living thing that crosses the poisonous thoughts about your resources, your value, and your ability to earn, to get, to have. And the connection to the fifth house is beautiful for me because it is showing us the passion, and we see the blossoms again in this picture that was painted, and the blossoms grow out of the picture and fall down, and they are everywhere. And it's like this ability of your own passion, your own things that you create. It's about creation. It's the connection to the fifth house, a connection to children. It's about passion. It's about falling in love with love. It's about children too, right? As seeds that we bring into this world. As children, as arrows that we shoot into this world to allow them to land wherever they do, and to change the world as they do. And to feel this connection of all that is connected, that showed up in these card of the archetype, to ask us to, where is it that we are connected to the higher meaning, to the thread that draws in our life. And this is for everyone that are different things, right? Your thread is maybe a different one than mine is, but to see the red thread in your life, how it unfolded and how it showed up. It's the reminder that everything is always one. And it's about what we value. And it comes back to the value in the resources, and that it's all about your value right now, because it's to overthink your ideal that you prayed for. What is it you prayed for? And is it really in the deepest meaning of your value? Is it in your heart of hearts? Is it the value you hold dearest the most? Or is it something you have to change about it because you fell for the idea that you are not worth it and that you are not valued? So what is it that you can bring into this moment of passion and creation that shows your value, that wants to show up in the world? And there is a highly spiritual dimension to this, because I chose these cards, right? And we can see the connection of the higher realms in the shaman, that is a knowing being. He knows. And he's curious at the same time. He isn't caught in his beliefs because he has this beautiful third eye. He is in the moment and allows life to flow through him, to channel the solutions, to channel the next steps. And she knows that she has it all. It's already done. She faced all her fears, and it's the moment when we, and it's the when we get impregnated, when the seed is touched and we get impregnated, we face the fear of not being whole. She faced her fear, and she holds the seed in herself to allow this to come into the world. And then I drew this card of the archetypes, equine archetypes, and this card is called the Twin. And it's showing a horse standing there with a lightning, and it can feel the twin that is standing in the ethers. So this is for me, even with the lightning, it is bringing heaven to earth, allowing yourself to feel the other realms, not to be so glued to this 3D dimension, to feel what's underneath it, to feel what's beyond. And this lightning lights up this situation for a moment, and so we can see the shadow of the twin. And it's standing still. This horse is standing still there, just listening. It's not afraid. It's not running from the lightning. It's just listening. And it's listening to its other senses. That is a beautiful mirror to the shaman that has this third eye beauty on his top of his head. And this is the same thing, to stand on the ground like the Empress does. She is embodiment. And to stand on the ground and allow yourself to feel that what's above and what's the higher wisdom of it, and to feel the twin that is a depiction of the higher self, to be higher knowledge, or whatever it means to you. Can be even a twin that you had in when you were born. Can be that you were in the womb and had a twin. And wherever that twin is on this plane or in the other realms, it is the connection that's coming with this. And to allow to be calm, to be not afraid of the lightning that is striking right now. And to allow this to be felt. Feel the energy and to stay calm, embodied in this place where we live. And the 36 is always a reminder for me. It's about energy and frequency and vibration. And that's a beautiful card to show this in one moment, because this is this calm horse standing there, just listening and feeling into the moment, even when the lightning strikes. And we have the thunder again, so lightning and thunder, and it's standing in this flow where everything has its purpose. There is nothing happening to us. There's things happening for us, and I deeply believe this. And to stay in this flow, to allow yourself to be calm as she is, right? Dealing with her energy, dealing with water, dealing with emotions, being calm and centered with this full moon showing her or giving her the light to do this. And even in this moment of thunder, where it can be disruptions in the outer world, it's a reminder to stay in the observer, to stay in a 30,000 feet view, to look at your life and to decide if this is so meaningful, if this is so disturbing what's happening in your life that you have to keep it, you have to jump in, or if you can just stay there in this observing moment and to allow yourself to just witness. And these cards were beautiful too, because I feel that this is something that is fated in the moment. All that happens. And there is the throat closing down again, and I think it's about this expecting worse things, expecting things to happen that are not in your favor. And it came up when I wanted to say it's fated, because it's whatever happens in your life right now, it is fated. But it is a beautiful change. And this is a lucky card. It's serendipity, right? It is a beautiful card. It is leveling up, because it's 17 and 18. It's leveling up. And so this is our reminder that when we say something is fated, it doesn't mean that it is something bad happening to you. It is, for me, this is something amazing happening to you right now, even when it doesn't feel like it. It's amazing, because life wants you to succeed. And this is serendipitous. And to have the weaver, who is weaving together, and it's beautifully connected for me to the thread. It's life weaving your life into the place where you want to be and where you need to be. And that's not in a punished place. Let go of the idea that life is punishing you. It's not. It's allowing us to grow. It's allowing us to rise and to let go of all the things that kept us from rising. And so life is weaving it together. And sometimes something has to end, but it's not a physical death. It's an ending. And an ending means we have to burn it down. We have to say, this is it. And if this is it, we have to let it go. We have to burn it down to rise again. And so, and the Lenormand cards that are not really Lenormand cards, because they are different cards. The only one that is a Lenormand card is the 33. But it's this snail showing us that sometimes we think it's too slow. It's happening too slow. But it is not. We have to find the door. And we have to stay in this moment of where we think we are not valued, where we are in this moment of healing. We are like standing outside looking in, and there is only this keyhole shining its light and promising that there will be something beautiful behind this door. And in our journey, we often stand in front of this door and we don't know what the key is to open this door. And the beautiful thing in this drawing of cards was that I drew both of them. That there is this keyhole and there is the key in your hand. And it's your message, Libra. It's your message. You hold the key. And it's so beautiful fitting into the place where we can see that it is the Venus. It is the embodiment of love. It's not the love that is giving for everyone, and that can be a people-pleasing trait for Libra too, that we want to be everybody to be happy and want to make them happy, and then we give away things that we need for ourselves. And that's the invitation that we, the world, we all need the quality of Libra to be in this place of self-awareness, in the place of being the mother, being the empress, being the spark of life, knowing about her wounds, stepping away from old beliefs into the awareness that everything is connected and that everything is needing your love right now. Your love for yourself, for your values, for your purpose, and your willingness to give this to the world. And to give this not in a selfless way. It's not a selfless shaman. It's an aware shaman. He's aware of everything, the connection between the realms, the connection of everything that is in our life. And we need you to be in this place. We need every single Libra placement right now to step out of the poisonous people-pleasing mentality, to step into their balance, because they know that there is something that is bigger than us. And I want to close this reading with to see what comes up in the next part of your journey. And Lagos is a beautiful confirmation, because this seahorse and the rune that is connected to it is about the flow of life. And it's about your unconscious and karma and your dreams. And that's beautiful, because it's the And then we have the rune of joy. And that's beautiful. It's Wunju, is the rune of joy. And it's of pleasure and it's prosperity. And that's what I wanted to say, that this is what's coming up. If you let go of these old beliefs, what value and resources need from you, what you have to do to be valued, to have the resources that you need. If you can let go of these old beliefs and heal them and be the one that you are, joy and prosperity is heading your way. What a beautiful reading. And I hope that you can take this message. What a beautiful reading, Libra. And I want to draw a card for you from the Rumi deck. And I want to read it to you. Passion for purpose. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as to your sacred tasks for this lifetime. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that is your heart. To that you, I ask, what stirs the passions of your nature? Do that and be that. I think there is nothing else to say beyond this, because it's so beautiful. Libra, thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you for allowing me to share this with you, and I'm really looking forward to all the Libra placements you have to grow into this place of your value, your passion, your purpose is important right now. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for subscribing and for sharing and for everything you do. And in the first place, thank you for being you. I see you soon.